come to Jamaica, the island of real bad man. Some real dog at you, some real gang bang. No run for the fair, they not garbage pan. Step up! These are the moments when everybody gun loaded. We not instigate violence, but we believe in the self-defense no matter what. These are the moments when every gangster gun loaded. We not instigate violence, but we believe in the self-defense.
In Jamaica's relentless war and crime, the worst criminals end up on the True Island Stories platform. These are their stories. Welcome to True Island Stories. This is part 2 of a Dedliest Gvnman meeting in Montego Bay, which is part 5 of the Certified Savages series continued. So we left off, where Gvnman and Damage, in the meet now, Cuss and Shabdon, I tried articulate as best as him could, and I tried mediate the meet and tell the two man themselves cool. But Gvnman was in his element. He was angry and very repulsive and rebellious because this was his moment to make his dad know, say, yo, even though you get damage the danship, and not him for have it because him never in a place I put in work. And me and my soldier them in the place I put in work. You see me? So me I make you know, say you can't trust him because enough little things will say go on when you never there. You see me? So as me say, that means it feel back him icy die, and I say, yo, hey boy, you style me. Cause suck your mother. You see me? I hold on on him shop, and Gvnman goes up and shoot back him chest and say, hey boy, I got suck your mother, batty boy. And pop off him shop dark and brawler, man. Lone show down at the OK Carol, But them time there, at the first damage I reel up on Gvnman still, Yeah, man, cause, Damage it low Gvnman if you do him that do, cause Gvnman think it swell up like buck too, Yeah, man. Cause me tell you, say, Damage never in the place, cause you have a court case and them kind of ban him. You see me, so him they gone, end up with a girl out of port and I go on, do him to him. Come in more while I rotate, but the ground at Gvnman did a step dark. You see me, so when him see the two of them I go back and forth now, Shaab get dark and jump up and say, yo, look how me I want the 200 brother. I'm gonna come back with the same efforts, yo. I prison me I come from America in a youth. You know much thing I got you for make sure alright, Yo, you know much man want dirt, me sure me risk it all for no brother. So while Damage silent like a dove, Gvnman, he did the unthinkable. Him real up in a man. And I say, yo, DJ, and me, I will have a grown fear and ask any man where they are, Damage a fussy, him not put in no work, DJ. You know much pilgrim me send go and grown for keep the thing upload, DJ. So sometimes Shaab get up and say, yo, not tell me how much money I dirt, and what you do. I sentence me just about for you all, You know much time I nearly lose my life for, so I can't live. You know man not tell me nothing, brother. All in a Gvnman face and Peter fly out in a man. A dark cloud hung over the city's imminent complexity. Death was in the air. Death was in the air. An ominous frequency reverberated unseeingly throughout the perimeter amongst the unhinged savages in attendance. Was someone going to die this night under the moonlit radiation? Who knows? So Shaab get mad pan Gvnman and say, yo, never tell me what you do for me, youth. I wear the bomb back at there. And me if you tell you, hey, I tell you if you live good, youth, you don't know one another. So by now, Gvnman jump in back in a man, and I stop flare up in and I still try talk over Shaab vocals, which was an absolute no-no cookie for Shaab. He shoot them out. And me I tell you, say, Gvnman look up in the dan here, he ball to he ball in the dan here, dark in man. And Shaab get dark on Gvnman and say, yo, easy your fault, you see me attacking? That time, Damage silent like 18 minutes to 4 o'clock in the morning, man. And Gvnman still eating, And I said, DJ, them boy didn't rate you, Them not push nothing up on the ground, All boy mass up. Wait till more, yeah? Wait till more, yeah? Again, broke. That I want the youth to power around Damage, him attack, And Shaab tell Gvnman, say, yo, calm down, youth, what's wrong with them, man? Stop threatening the man, dog, see me, And Gvnman still up and, yo, DJ, I did them boy the fitted, I look straight in a Shaab face, in me, Axe. Wrong move, rally. Shaab broke. He lost it. He lost the penny. The penny dropped into the high grass. He could not allow the disrespect to continue uncontrollably. He was the Don. There was mutiny afoot. He had to act. quickly to dispel this mutinous rebellion, someone was going to have to walk the plank fast. So Shaab said, yo, how you look for me, so you, eh? How you want to do? How kill you want to kill me, eh? Hey boy, how you want to do? And Gman still a kiss up him teeth. And still at the back tough chatting and Shaab goes, and G-up him now brawling in front of everybody and goes, what's that? And took off Gman Dedliest off and Tomak in a man. When that happened, damage two eye them wide open like a pathway in a man. I said that now, he damaged saw the opportunity to add flames to the fire. Sure gasoline pan it and shout out. Yes, when me I tell a DJ, them like a boy and a man and say a DJ. Again Shabdon. So Shaab say, yo, don't ever feel like you can disrespect me, yo. Never that. Look how me deal you don't know good, eh? I tell you if you live good in a youth. And it's like you're not chatting a youth. Never feel like you can disrespect me, look a boy, eh? When me a body in a nappy, you know. Them time they squash stand up, silent like a lamb. Not a line, nor a dollar, nor a 50-cent stamp. The sweepstakes boss was left speechless. The deadly demon was at work. No one dared utter a word of protest, or it would mean the end of them. I remember, you know, around 4 people Shaab's come within at the meeting, you know. So you know, he was exuding absolute power over them. And Gman, he walked around 30 pilgrim, you know. Damage at around 15 on deck. But they all knew who they were up against. The diabolical goblin that was to be seen but frayed forward. But although Shabdon drape up Gman and attack to himself, you know, Gman still a back inside dog, you know. And Shaab said, hey boy, I pray me. And Gman still a Gman face the chatting and I said, DJ, remember see this me, you know, DJ. I said, this is a DJ. Gman was relentless. He was lost in a plethora of emotions. Hurt, anger, and embarrassment. Then Shaab got even madder, super dark, fully bully, and dragged down Gman on him knee and say, yo, joke that one here. That has squashed one attack, you know. But everyone was reluctant, because everyone was in astonishment as to what was really taking place. But not Jico. Him lift up him rifle and shoot it in a squash man's face and tell him, say, boy, damn off. I recite the ancient gunslinger's creed upon contemplation of dark things. I do not aim with my hands. He who aims with his hands have forgotten the face of thy father. I aim with my eye. I do not shoot with my hands. He who shoot with his hands have forgotten the face of thy father. I shoot with my mind. I do not kill with my gun. He who kills with his gun have forgotten the face of their father. I kill with my heart. That was in his mind. He did not fire a single shot. But in his mind, he recited the gunslinger's creed. That time, squashed up one. John was this father, John was But again, in defense of Squashman, can't ever speak the truth. I would do nothing either. For 16 was pointed in my face. So in my book, Squashman didn't lose no points for that, I swear. Any movements, any sudden, a dirt, for sure. So said time Shaab pop off him fire man and shoot it in a Gman in the dark and say, yo, how you want me do you? Eh? How does you want me dash away so you? Eh? Eh? How this you this me you? Eh? Look how me a talk to you, brother. How do that bomb clan this and that? Eh? How you want me do? That time one bin ratchet up in the head of Shaab 40, you know, man. So when him do that, every man know say, yo, the dog serious, you know, man. Okay, so Gman still a answer back, you know, brother, with tears of flow down your man. And I say, yo, look how you diss me over them pussy, eh? Still up in a Shaab face. And Shaab goes a scream and give Gman a loud defense and goes a blood and give him one more if he keep his first one company when him get in a man. Meanwhile, damage in the background still a boots up the thing, you know. And that me I tell about them boy, you know, DJ, them boy, you know, no man I say, no. I boots up the thing, you know. Then Shaab say, yo, I pray me youth, eh? I dash you want me dash you where you son. Gman still attack back on Shaab and, you know. And still a give down face the chat, you know. But guess what? Him not this DJ, you know. Him had this damage. Him time to the eye water stream down the man cheeks, you know, man. But as days are God, you know. The G not beg for him life or nothing, you know. Even with the fire tick on head, you know. And Shabby finger in and chiga in, man. So when Shabba wheel off the Dedliest, you see the hand with G-Man, at that him use and let him go and go so sklud, and give G-Man too loud defers. We make some yelling them as drop them plate of food and look at say, chok and what that. Chok and what that. But don't laugh. I remember, I'll me get my share of box up to, you know. Yeah, man, go listen to me autobiography, man. When they that drape me up dark in the man, and a pilgrim goes up and Shuba long I speaking on my side, man. And one of them named T man are dead now, man. Shuba 45 in my belly, man. While the next pilgrim drape me up goes up blood. Brother, the man give me a blood cleat Dedliest in my ears corner, brother, man. Box me, brother. You see me? And when the man them goes up and I go finish me off, you know. You know what? So I go purchase my book, you know. I don't think a joke. Them time I step in as a look at you, I step with a 20-man column, you know. Yeah, man. And so that happened. Every single man who used to claim so them bad run left me in our batterings. Yeah, them run left me. Remember me I tell you, you know, I say I don't believe in that gang and that group thing there, brother. Because all you hear some people attack. When the show don't go on, them not go to the faith, you know. So I live this, I say I come back and I teach. You see me? Beat and teach more while, but I sound off learn. Even look and go to listen back Certified Savages. When Damage and Gvnman in the bush and him left some man up at gully top fit. Look out. When the youth bust the corner, him look out and say, yo, boys, them a cut. Every man who left Damage and bother so and Gvnman in the bush. You see me? Man guide on that bed, man in a fall club. Man take slow boat to China. You see me? I say, yeah, man go ride by a shark fin. Forget it. You see me? Alligator tail. Oh, yeah, man. So, me know a badness, man. You see me? I say, so when me talk this, me now look down upon a man. Me just make you know how it go in a real life. You see me? I say, because my shit was real as, you see me? So, you see, all the man let me go. Me need them wobbly, man. A base time, I say, man. But then I went on the offensive after that. With pure hurt and hatred in my heart. When Shaab back up G-Man on the corner, you know, with the fire I made, you know, and I go dash a G-Man, you know. You see a Matthew. But check out the Matthew story. Him and the next pilgrim, you know, at them go up and hold on and Shaab and I start beg for G-Man and say, no, DJ, you can't dash him here. You see me at them youth, you stand up for your DJ when you're there. Hold out with there and say G-Man a good youth. Remember, you know, them been no say damage, you know, not good, you know. And them know where I go on. But Shaab kind of respect them. You see me, I say, the man of my big, I say, don't hurt him, DJ, don't hurt him. At time G-Man still up on him knee, you know. I look up on Shaab, you know. I want to run out of here, you know. And then him say, oh, DJ, I bet you the camera around here so from early and box me up in a party. But that this me in front of the fussy there, you know, DJ. G-Man still stood firm on his belief. Said time, Shaab heart softened. And he then released G-Man. And G-Man got up. And then Shaab looked at him and said, look how you make me this year, you. John know you. And G-Man replied, DJ, me rate you, you know. But John was started shooting this in front of that boy there, you know. Right there was where the Don and his protege were having an inconsolable moment. Them time there, G-Man still a ball. And Shaab then told him, yo, God no, I'm sorry for this, youth. He apologized wholeheartedly. But you can't chat to me in front of your friend them. Like you want to mash me up Dan. But you could see in G-Man's eyes that he was fully hurt. And in Shaab's eyes, he was deeply remorseful that he had to box G-Man. But as a Don, he had to take a stand. Right there, right then. He could not allow the disrespect to ferment and intoxicate the assembly. Them time there, squash on at the other part. He couldn't move. Go away. Not with the sixpence pointing at his navel. The Reaper had the John poking his intestines. The space was tense. The meeting was amplified. The voltages were highly electrocutive. Silence compensated for any intended speech. The Don was disciplining his disciple, and none of the bloodgrooms present dared make an anti-Shabdon move, or the imminent consequence would be death. We've come to the end of part 2 of the Dedliest Gvnman meeting in Montego Bay. Part 5 of the Certified Savages series continued. Join us for more coming soon on the True Island Stories. Part 3 coming soon, the finale, which we call the Aftermath. Be sure to like, share and subscribe. Remember, darker side of paradise. Real thing. Wow, good, stay out of trouble. But if you choose to pick up the gun or the knife, then there's a chance you might in the eventual island stories what? Well, you choose. I am Joy.
Pepper, you know the real G-thing, huh? How I grow up, sometime the road tough side slow. Real patriots never buck, never fall. How they get to run, that's why. Back from the boy who not do that. Boy, who no can't kill with joy, who no boy. Who from your soul don't know a wrong boy. Yo, I'm a tag. And a man bust a shot him off a pack up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, no assumption, I saw the ground rock, yeah. Power, married to corruption, criminal, bred from limited options. 10 generation, I see the said someone wanted man will live long. Name one, things forever bury with no done. Name one, and good honest politician. Name one, and get a youth resilient. Back from the boy who no do that. Boy, who no can't kill with joy. Who no boy, who from your soul don't know a wrong boy. Yo, a man better boy. And a man bust a shot him off a back up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, yo, a man better. Things risky, for the misfit. Death rate fit the logistic. Chris, I want the biscuit. Bait of crackers with the whiskey. You're not listening. Crime live here, so it's not visiting. Visitors, careful, you know what the business is. Murder, plunder, pillaging, bloodshed in all the villages. You name it, yo, we live in it. Get rich, I do special delivery. Nightmare, tormented images. Vengeance, bloody cycle continuing. But know you seek that, but it's no revenge. Looking at the mirror, there is no different. Man, we full of, hey, and we know we trends back from the boy who no do that. Who no can't kill with joy, who no boy. Who from your soul don't know around boy. Now a man better. Any man bust no shot him off a back up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, yo, a man better. No assumption, I saw the ground run. Power, married to corruption. Criminal, bred from limited options. 10 generation, passing the said someone wanted man will live long. Name one, brings a fella with no name one. One honest politician, name one who. And get a youth resilient. Back from the boy who no do that. Can't kill with joy on the back. Who from your soul don't know a wrong boy. Yo, a man better boy. Any man bust a shot him off a back up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him do none of that, none of that. Yo, you know the thing going on, suck a seat up a beat, you know. Hey man, take your time man. Boy, man. Man to them pepper.